How's it going, you sexy beasts? My name's Dexter, and we are back at it again with the patch 1.6 preview. I know I'm a little bit late. I just had a couple things going on, and I'm finally back with doing some videos, so we are here. So starting it off, we got a brand new champion, Admiral Dredge. He's a damage champion. His health is 2200. And let's just jump right into his abilities. So his first ability, his left click is called Cursed Howitzer. So every 0.7 seconds, fire an explosive projectile that deals 800 damage, and every time you reload, fire a slow traveling projectile that deals 1000 damage. So he's kind of got like a thing like with Maldumba, so every time you reload, you shoot something else. So instead of a stun, this is obviously a projectile, and obviously his left clicks are kind of like a Junkrat. They come out as these little balls, and you can bounce off of walls and stuff like that, and they have a bit of a timer. Very, very similar to, say, like a Junkrat. His alt fire's right click is called Broadside, so you fire 3 projectiles that deal 950 damage after a 2-second fuse. So this is very kind of close to like a Willow's throwing her spawns out. It has like an indicator. These things drop on the ground and they kind of float up and explode. Very easy to see. You should not be getting hit by these. His first ability is called Harpoon. You hurl a piercing harpoon. Enemies hit by this harpoon take 800 damage and are slowed by 50% for 2 seconds. So this is kind of like his only, I would say, range. His other ones are very hard to hit at range, so this is kind of like a range attack. Very good. His ability number 2 is called Shortcut. So deploy 2 portals that can be traveled between. I absolutely love this mechanic. I don't know why it took Paladins so long to have a champion to come out with it, but absolutely love it. To have teleporting, especially since you're on a capture point game, for you to put a teleport down and then put one, say, close up to the point, especially on a point like ice mines. This is going to be super good. You can have your entire team come back in a matter of seconds. You're going to have longer fights. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And his ult is called Kraken. Create a rift after 2 seconds. Abyssal tentacles rip through reality, dealing 4000 damage in an area. So it's just basically a big blast. It's kind of like a sky ult, I guess you could say. And it's basically just a sky ult, except you could deploy it at range. Well, I guess you can still deploy sky ult at range. It's basically just a sky ult, is all it is. Moving on to his talent. So his default talent is called Scuttle, which your weapon. So every time you reload, it did direct damage, 1000 damage. Now this is your reload projectile now explodes in an area of effect, so it's making it a blast instead of a direct. His level 2, his Abyss Spike. Your harpoon now lodges into terrain and explodes for 1000 damage when enemies are hit by this. So basically, it's acting as like a sensor mine or like a Kinesa mine, but instead you step on it and it explodes for 1000. His level 8 one is called Hurl. Your harpoon no longer has a cooldown or applies a slow. So basically, you could just whirl these 800 harpoons at people non-stop. I don't know how I feel about this one. Like, I feel like it's going to be okay. But it shouldn't be too bad. I haven't actually gotten and tested how fast you can actually throw these. I'm assuming you can throw them pretty dang quick. Level 12 is called Freebooter. Allies now pass through your shortcuts. So I think that's going to be the one that's going to be used a lot. Like I said, you're going to have it so that you can place it at your spawn and people could basically just travel right to the point. You don't have to run all these things and use their horse and all this stuff. No master riding. This is basically master riding 12. So I'm really, really excited for that. Now, I'm curious on how long this lasts for. Like, does it just stay up, or does it become a deployable now? People see your teleporter, you got to kill it, or is it only that one person can use it? I'm very curious. I need to try this out. So that is Admiral Dredge, guys. Let me know what you think of him in the comments down below. I'm going to move right on into the new event, which is called Dark Tides. So jumping right into here. Okay, so basically what this is it's basically every Siege, Team Deathmatch, and Onslaught game will have a 25% chance to spawn one of these 4 Abyssal Echoes during the match. These Abyssal Echoes are bosses of the Dark Tides event skin, featuring unique motive and voice lines. So basically, you kill these bosses in the middle of a Siege or Team Deathmatch game or Onslaught game, doesn't matter. it's basically just a little mini boss during the game is all it is. Okay, so basically, if you find these guys, if you find these bosses, you can go in and kill them. You have to be very, very quick, because apparently if you don't kill them fast enough, they will just run away. So you're looking for the Dark Speaker Ying, King Mayor Fernando, or Day Walker Vivian. If you guys kill those guys, you will be awarded, basically it's like a purple coin. You can spend them in the store on the Dark Tides event. But there's also another one. It says, careful, there's been sights of a rare Echo Hallowing in the Night. If you defeat Full Moon Victor, you'll be given a gold one of these coins, which is kind of a specialer coin, and you can use it on different skins and voice lines. During this quest, you'll be given 4 other quests. So basically, quests that you can do throughout the event. It's not just one siege game, so you basically have to collect 15 of these coins, and you'll get like a gold chest, and 30 of these, or you kill 3 Yings during one day or something like that, or play 150 games, and you'll be given like a title or a spray. So yeah, basically that's the event. You're gonna want to just find these bosses, kill them before your opponents kill them, and then collect your coins as soon as you get enough coins. I think it's 15 is majority of these. 15 is gonna be sprays and stamps. 5, there's another spray here. There's a couple rare skins in here for only 5 of these coins. But yeah, anyways, guys, you can also purchase coins for, it looks like 1,000 gold, and then 10,000 gold for the one of these gold coins. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's majority of the event here. I'm gonna get into talking about some of these skins, which I think are absolutely amazing. Okay, guys, jumping into these new skins, they're absolutely amazing. So jumping in the first one, we got the Dark Speaker Ying bundle. Which this is kind of like a 2-part skin, I guess you could say. It's the Dark Speaker Ying bundle. Is this one here. She's all geared up, and she absolutely looks amazing. This is going to be 500 crystals. You get the skin, the MVP pose, and the avatar. I think this absolutely looks amazing, but you can be purchased after, once you buy this one. This next one's called the Banshee, which... it's basically her armor off, and looking at this is absolutely amazing. It makes me just think of Sylvanas from World of Warcraft. Looks absolutely amazing, but this is going to be 1,000 crystals, so you're spending 1,500 crystals, but this is only a limited time skin. I'm guessing this is only a Halloween skin, but dang, is this a really, really cool looking skin. Moving on to these next skins, I think all these skins have these kind of counterparts except for the Victor one, but we'll move on to this next one. This Fernando Nightmare Fernando bundle we got here. So this this blue one here is the $500 crystal one, and again, it looks insane. Since they got rid of these parts and pieces, the skins on this game have been out of this world, and I think it's absolutely amazing. So once you buy this Nightmare bundle skin, this blue one, you will be eligible to buy this red one here for additional 1,000 crystals, or 1 gold Dublin. So one of those gold coins, you can actually buy one of these skins. So it might be worth not spending the 1,000 crystals on. Just try to grind out and find that Victor and get that gold skin. But anyways, moving on to the last skin, Daywalker Vivian bundle here. This looks a very, very good looking skin. I think the limited edition skin is okay. Like, it's basically just a recolor. I don't think it's anywhere as good as the Ying one, in my opinion. The Ying one, I think it looks really good with the helmet and stuff, but this one's basically just a recolor, and it's okay. You know, Vivian's had a couple skins here and there, but I think this is all right. Again, 500 crystals, you get the MVP post, the skin, the avatar, and all of that, and then you have a chance, if you want, you can spend 1,000 crystals, or you can spend 1 gold coin, Dublin coin, and get this other skin. This next skin, guys, is called Trick or Treat. It's a Tellus skin. Halloween skin obviously is what they're kind of going for. It's got a little pumpkin basket here, and absolutely love this skin. It looks really, really great. They're kind of pumping out skins for Halloween here. You obtain this in the little box of horrors chest, so there's no direct purchase of this skin, so you kind of have to RNG and hopefully you get it. But other than that, guys, I think this skin is really, really great. Absolutely Love it. Finally, last but not least, we got the Full Moon Victor bundle. This reminds me a lot of the Tyra skin that they had already, except a little more done up, like a little more wolfy, I guess you could say. This skin is going to be for the bundle. You get this skin once you buy all the skins. So you need to spend the 1,500 crystals and get all 3 of those. Once you have all 3 of those, you can get this Full Moon Victor bundle. You get the skin, the weapon, the MVP pose, the avatar, and the voice pack, obviously. Again, really, really good looking skin, clean skin. I absolutely love it. And tell me what you guys think. So once you have bought all 3 of these, the Vivian, the Fernando, and the Ying skin, you do get this Victor skin for free. Also, though, you do get a new skin, a new Inara skin called Iron Maiden. I think this looks absolutely good. This is a great idea for Inara, since the Inara skins we've had are kind of alright, I guess you say. They're just like Ice Queen and stuff like that. But no, this absolutely fits her bill. I think it is great for Inara. Absolutely love it. There's a new Onslaught map. It's called Marauder's Port. This is kind of play with the new champion Admiral Dredge. It looks very, very good. I haven't gotten in and got to play it yet, but here's a couple screenshots of it. It looks very, very clean. I would have liked it to be a siege map. Another siege map would have been very, very nice. We haven't got one for a little bit, but that's okay. Again, not too much I can say about this, so I'll actually jump in and play with it. But other than that, guys, I think it looks very, very clean, very, very good. And let me know what you guys think about this new map. Okay, guys, moving on to the balancing and changes here. We got Androx's, his Defiant Fist increases damage per stack from 10% to 15%. I don't know if I like this. I don't think they should be giving him more damage. I feel like where he was pretty good already, so I don't actually know why they did that. Next we have Ash, just Kinetic Blast. Damage increase from 300 to 450. I think this is really, really good. You don't see a lot of Ashes unless if a lot of these tanks are banned out. So giving Ash just a little more damage, I think, is a good way to go and maybe get her picked up instead of going for your traditional Makoas and Khans. Next is Furia Pyre Blade. Reduces damage done at extended ranges. So I'm guessing this is just her ability where when you use Pyre Strike, it actually is just going to melt them down. But other than that, her ability Kindle Soul increases cooldown from 4 seconds to 5 seconds, meaning she's not going to get as much of a healing out, kind of hurting that Cherish legendary just a little bit more. Koga, his claws increases range by 15%. Also increases the projectile speed by 15%. I think this is needed. He's very, very hard champion to play. Also, his talent, Master of Arms, reduces chance of hit to cost no ammo 100% to 50%. So I 100% see why they did this. But anyways, back to the claws. He's a very, very hard champion to play. So for them to give you a little bit more range if you're running around having just a claw build, very, very nice to have. Because you might notice you'd be dying a lot. So it just gives you a little more range so you can stay back just a little bit farther. But this Master of Arms change here, where it goes from 100 to 50, you can actually just sit there and just mow tanks down. Because you would never have to reload. And he shoots so fast. It was doing so much damage. So I'm glad they changed it to 50%. So I'm going to see how much that's going to change him in the meta here. Lex, his Magnums, reduces accuracy loss per shot. I don't really, again, know why they did this. Lex can literally run around, do whatever he wants. And since they changed it so that you click as many times as he shoots, reducing the loss per shot is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, and I feel like they shouldn't be buffing him too much with his damage and stuff. Maldumba, the Gourd, increases Gourd's health per second from 280 to 300 a second. So this is actually going to be very, very nice for any Maldumbas out there. From 280 to 300, especially if you're running with a Gourd build, you're definitely going to feel these heals, and it's going to be very, very nice. Talus Very Charger increases the range before damage fall off begins. And your ability True Power decreases your ultimate knockback strength by 44%. So you're noticing every time, say, I'm a Kinessa and the Talos ults me, I'd get flung back like super far. Like someone, like if an ash hit me, it's how far I get flung back. And a lot of the times the Telos can't actually reach me because I could just teleport away or run away at that time, because now he's got to run to me. His ultimate is basically meant to get to me super duper quick and catch me off guard, but instead it basically just pushes me away. So this is actually a good change for Telos. It might sound like a nerf, but it's actually a bit of a buff, because your enemy now isn't actually going as far. You can actually just burn them down. Other than that, guys, that is majority of the patch. There's a couple bug fixes in here. I'm not going to really go over too much. But other than that, guys, that is the patch. Tell me what you guys think about 1.6. And is there any champions you wanted buffed or nerfed that you didn't think got it? Anyways, guys, have a great, fantastic rest of your day. I'll be live on PTS soon today. Have a great night. Stay awesome.